recently found myself in a used bookstore, surprise, surprise, and left with a few books that I'm now really excited to read, so I thought I'd make my first TBR video. First book on my May TBR is The Fawn by Magda Szabó. I read Abigail by her in January and I liked it. I think Magda Szabó is a very talented storyteller. However, I've never heard of The Fawn. There's a blurb on the back by Donald Rayfeld. He is the author of a brilliant Chekhov biography. Chekhov is probably the most famous Russian playwright. You may have heard of his Uncle Vanya or The Cherry Orchard. It's hard to choose among Magda Szabó's novels which is the most powerful or most unforgettable, but The Fawn stands with The Door, not only because one cannot put it down, but because it is a study of love found and betrayed, and the personal tragedies that in Hungary were made so acute by World War II. I'm intrigued. The second book is Free Day by Inès Cagnati, another NYRP. Caught my eye completely by accident, to be honest. From what I read on the back cover, it is about a French girl from a very poor family who is studying in a boarding school, and her mother is not really supporting of her education. On her one free day, she decides to surprise her family and come back home, and the book follows her internal world during this journey. It sounds quiet yet dense, and I'm really curious to give it a try. The third book is The Color Purple by Alice Walker. First of all, look at this beautiful cover. I found one of the first editions. I think it's from 1984, and the book was first published in 1983. Apparently it's an American classic. Also, I'm currently attending a fiction writing workshop, and the teacher there has recommended Alice Walker's writing, so when I saw it, I thought it's a sign. And lastly, the Copenhagen Trilogy by Tove Ditlevsen. I'm currently about 100 pages in. It's an autobiographical novel about growing up in a working-class Danish family and trying to live on one's terms, as hard as it is. The beginning reminded me of A Tree Grows in Brooklyn, but I feel like this book will go darker and sadder. We'll see. I'm enjoying it so far. So that's my May stack. What are you planning to read in May?